AG, AC3NP, K2ITT. Hey, 3 Americans right in a row. Did I miss anybody?
Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Oscar.
Echo 1 Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Okay, I was focusing on the weaker one. Brian there. Who else was in with him?
Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Oscar.
Alpha Oscar Italy?
VA3AO.
Oh, AO. Okay, the other station was Oscar in it.
Oscar Whiskey, Randy.
Okay, okay, got you there. And I think that's it. That's 16. We'll call that it for now. And we have an it on the call here. Yeah, K2ITT. Okay, enough of silliness. We'll go right up to the top. We're going to talk to Jesus here now, little Jesus. So we got to be good. Go ahead.
Yes. Good evening, Randy. Yeah, I'm glad I got a whole bunch here. I'm considering putting you, I'm contemplating here, putting you in the black book there. I think Randy was 2 minutes late. Yeah, I'm going to make a note here. 2 minutes late to start the net. Put you in the black book there. We'll review that at a later date. Hey, good conditions all the way around. I was here a few minutes early, and I thought I could hear, well, no, I didn't think I did hear some static crashes in the background, and I thought, okay, static crashes, time of the year, and I go, this is, we're, actually an hour earlier, because of the time shift thing there, but the conditions seem fine. But I think, like the sandbox net was not having any problems with the conditions, say at this time slot, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like 1 hour back. I think everything was good there.
You know what? I didn't get in on there, but I'm thinking it's good. Everybody's excellent here right now. I think we're going to notice it as the weeks go by and the months go by, closer to June, summertime. That's when we'll start noticing it.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean today. I meant in the last, like say a week ago or something like that, 2 weeks ago. So we should be fine. We should be fine. And I was just saying that to Corey. And Corey's going to check in. He'll probably break in a bit, maybe with a, let's say short time or something like that, because he kind of hits the sack early there, and he should be home soon. But yeah, I figure usually we start, get a little bit closer in the summer, and then things start to change. But generally, the summer's good, so I think we'll be fine. I don't think we probably won't have to play. Change the time, unless we want to change the time because we feel like it, because people are outdoors enjoying the nice weather and we want to start a bit later or something like that. We can look at that then. That's where, I think everybody's a pretty easygoing bunch here. So we'll get back to you. Got a big group. We're listening in, the A3MPM.
Hey, I just work here. I just follow the rules.
Yeah, we all make up the rules, so we got to, see what... we can look at it and see what do we change or not change. We play by ear. We always do it that way.
I get a little bit wild here though sometimes when I'm on the air, like Johnny Fever takes over.
I know you were wild a while ago there. You were 2 minutes late.
Okay, that's you. That's you and Martin's fault.
No.
Okay, I'll make up for it. Talking about Martin, V3MHA. I know the contesting was on your mind. What else is new?
Well, thank you. Good evening to everybody. Everyone sounds great here. Like, I hear the static crashes, but man, that's good. Good. Everyone's sounding great. I don't think I've met Corey. I don't think I've talked to Corey, but I'm interested to, and I didn't realize. Maybe I knew he was in Cardinal. But, that's about 7 miles from my hometown, and maybe, I don't know, not far from here. So I hope we meet at some time, and I hope Corey will maybe make it to one of the Broxville Radio Club meetings, or one of the events. I'm sure we'll get together at some time. I think I might be meeting Corey's wife before I meet him, if all goes well. Randy, I did a little bit of contesting, but I'm not kidding. I have had 3 hours sleep or less every night since last Monday. So today's been my best day, and it's because I got like 3 hours and 20 minutes sleep last night. Things are stabilizing with my mother in the hospital. My cat is up and down. I got to deal with vets again, I think. And anyway, just the Bible book for the practice of mindfulness is called Full Catastrophe Living, and it's like a 3-inch thick book, and it basically says, life is tough at times. Get through it and get used to it, because that's what it's like. So no sympathy required. But right now I got 4 or 5 pretty critical things going on, and no time to do anything else. Other than a bit of DX, which is very relaxing, and CW in particular is relaxing. But I'm looking forward to getting a full night's sleep soon and getting back to being a little more coherent and functional. So, not to be a downer, that's life, full of catastrophes. I'm getting through them. Things are worse. People experience a lot worse. And I'm managing. No complaints. Just really busy with, surviving. Thanks for being there, Randy. We knew you were out of power last night, and I was tracking the outage. I didn't think you were going to be in critical trouble there either. But thanks for being here this evening. And you and Mike are both banging here at just under 40 over. 7-3 and back to you, E3MHA.
Well, you know what I was thinking is that things could be a lot worse. I could be doing the net, or you and I could be doing the net out of Tehran, Iran here tonight, and that wouldn't be a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of dangerous, I think, to say, could things be worse than they are? Yeah, they can. They can always be worse. And I'm gonna leave one more thought, because I know you're docking 2 minutes already. But one thought is, I worked at big telecom companies, and I was senior director, and I was meeting with the senior director of planning in the same company and the senior director of finance. We were deciding on our $1 billion budget that year. And the planning director walked in the room, sat down, and big sigh, and he said, "Man, we have a tough job." And the director of finance looked at him and goes, "No, man, we don't have tough jobs. We got cushy jobs and we make a lot of money. Now, working in a coal mine, that's a tough job." The E3MHA.
That is, yeah, because you know what happens to the canaries, But as you were talking earlier, yeah, I trust me, I can relate to what you were going through. I'm sort of going through that myself here right now, in a different little way, but it's getting worse and worse here as the weeks go by, so things might slow down here for me. As far as other nets are concerned, I'll be off more than I am on, cutting back, I should say, but it's just what do we got to do, families first over amateur radio. But hopefully I'm going to go pedal to the metal while I can.
Yeah, good stuff, Randy. Well, we all love having you here, and on the other net. And I said it was my last comment. I'll leave it, and I'll save some things for second round. So thanks. And all I can say is, we're all in it, man. Everybody goes through it, and you can look at people and go, wow, they have a good family. They have a good nothing ever. But you know what? Crap will go wrong with everybody eventually, and great to have people around to support you, and thanks everybody for participating in the net all the time. It's great and comforting to hear friendly voices.
Well, what's comforting is I don't have too much family, but as I got into amateur radio again from a long hiatus, I've gained so many friends, and it's just one big family, and I haven't been happier than I am when I fire up the radio every day. Although yesterday I had withdrawals. Yesterday was the first day I'd ever turned on this rig in 6 years since I had it. So there you go. Okay, I'll get you on the second round. I'd like to thank Terry, he of E3 November Sierra Victor. He is streaming here on his SDR. So if you want to hear yourself at his location, he's down south and Cambridge, I believe. And so he's streaming live. I think just look up his call sign, V3NSV. It's Terry on YouTube, and you'll be able to hear yourself and see your waveform, or on the waterfall on the SDR there from Cambridge. So he's kind of backing me up there tonight. That's good. Okay, V3PY. Gordo, what's new in Cobb Den?
Yes, hello Randy, good evening to you and everybody else on board here tonight. Plus 5.5. A lot of the snow is gone. We're seeing lots of the lawn, but anywhere where the snow has been piled up, it's still there, of course. But anyways, we lost a lot of snow. And I got over the trailer there yesterday, and everything is fine. Water is running down the downspout, so it just melted away, and everything should be fine. How are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, you sound a little bit different. Are you on a different rig or a microphone?
No, I'm just looking at the needle here, and it's not going up as much. I don't know if the SWR is high or not. It seems up okay, but I'm just not getting, when I talk loud, I get the needle going up.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not as punchy as you were. That's the 2000. It sounds like you're something's holding back there. Check your power, check your gain. Is your processor on?
Yeah, processor's on, and mic EQ is on, but I'm noticing it on the actual reading here. Anyways, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Thanks, Randy. I think you're checking out the 3XD
Yeah, I knew you weren't on the 570 because it's wider than the 570. It's just like if you weren't running processor, not enough punch there compared to what it was before. So maybe you want to check something out there. It might be the easiest or simplest thing there. Okay, and we'll keep going on, and we'll get you on the second there. I hope you find what's going on there. Although it's not bad, I can hear you fine. V3KS, Robert, how's your weekend here?
Hi, Randy, and yeah, Gordon, you're just a little bit light. I don't know if you were running an amp and you shut the amp off or what, but the audio sounds okay. It's just down a bit. Anyway, you're F9 here, and Randy, you're 20 over, Mike's 20 over. Everybody's got a good signal, and yeah, Martin, my dad always said it's never so bad it can't be worse. So, when I was running, when I had the sandbox net on, I had a DX station on Oscar Tango 8 station that fired up. I was like 30 minutes into the net, and he came on, asked if frequency was in use, and I said it was. I could hear him fine. I guess he couldn't hear me because he started into it anyway. We yacked enough that it kind of chased him off, but I was started into the contest, and I wasn't on much. I was just on for a few minutes, but there was a 5N7 QBR station. I think it's Nigeria. It's in Africa, and I didn't have that one. And there was a heck of a pileup trying to work him. Anyway, he picked up a call, and the last two letters in the call were November Romeo, and he kept asking for November Romeo. And there was about 10,000 guys. None of them had November Romeo in their call, and they kept shouting out their call. These guys, I don't know, are they all deaf or what?
Yeah, they must be alligator stations, you'd think. I don't know, they ignore you or what's going on. I know the Italian, I know on Friday night, he must have been running like a lot of power and some type of a phase type of big array there, because man, he was strong. He was getting out, I know, more than what he could hear, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. And anyway, that 5N7 station, I hadn't worked him. I needed that country, and he called for that guy half a dozen times. The other guys wouldn't shut up, so he just shut the rig off and left.
Man, oh man, yeah. It's too bad for you. I feel sorry for you, but I don't know. It's weird how they operate sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the way of the world. We aren't going to change manners. The only thing we can do is watch our own and try and play by the rules and be courteous. And when a guy calls for NR and you don't have that in your call, you shut up. Anyway, have a good net, Randy. Take care. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for bringing me in. I'm one and done. Have a good one. VA3XV, V3KS73.
Yeah, okay, nice. Always good to hear you. Well, there's been complaints, and I've heard them too. I don't know. I wasn't up there this weekend, but the last contest before, they're starting to contests up on the work bands, and that's a big no-no. And as soon as one starts, they're all going to start going there, and they got to stay off there. They got to give some quiet, bands for DX stuff.
Yeah, and the only thing that the saving grace on that is when they're inputting their logs, they don't get to count those contacts.
No, that's it. And so this was the first year the last part of 2025, and this year that I've heard that on those bands, so 17 meters in particular. But anyway. I hope they don't infiltrate that. But just like you said, they're not going to get points anyway, and they'll see that and realize, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, it gets kind of political in a way, and that's too bad.
Yeah, it is, and you don't want to get it, let it get under your skin and make too much noise, and you just, I don't know. I just sit here and listen to it, shake my head, say, wow, and all you can do is chuckle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you can't. Yeah, you just that's all you can do. Don't go crazy over it. Some people just don't know when to stop. Anyway, okay. Well, have a good evening there, and we'll probably talk to you this week here sometime.
You bet, Randy. Take care. Thanks for doing the net, and you have a good week out. Yeah, we'll be in touch, I'm sure. V3KS.
They're calling for sun and plus 13 tomorrow here. So it looks like it's going to be a good day. Our snow went down, I'm telling you, at least a foot. I mean, like a big foot. and it'll start tomorrow. And Gord, we're sitting at plus 2 or 35 degrees. I forgot to tell you that. We peaked out at 6 here.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Whiskey. Good evening there, Randy, and everyone else on frequency. It was a beautiful weekend here in St. Catharines. We had plus 18 yesterday and plus 12 today and sun. So my daffodils are blooming in the front yard. Over.
Was that a young child or something beside you?
No young children here anymore.
Well, I heard some noise. I didn't know if it was on your station there or somebody else, but it sounded like a young child or something there. But anyway, daffodils, no, we're not going to see some for a while. But hey, I finally heard a robin yesterday when the rain kind of let off there for a bit. I heard a robin.
Oh, those things are as common as cows here. I've never seen flocks of robins before, but yeah, there are lots of robins here. Yeah, no, the daffodils are blooming, and I filled finally 4 leaf bags full of leaves from the front. I got around to raking them because the weather was so nice. And I did a bit of DXing during the weekend on 15 meters, trying to get a few countries I don't have on 15 meters. So that was fun. And with respect to problems, if you had people sit in a circle and everyone could put their problems out in a pile in front of them, you look around at other people's piles and you quickly grab back your own.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think you have to filter out. There's a few that probably have or need anger management. A course, I don't want to say that, a therapy.
Well, even on 15 meters, because I just picked one band and just went up and down. This time on the contest, ARRL DX contest, and I only could do it for an hour, and then I had to take a break. It got a little intense.
Well, sometimes you got to think of it like road rage. Some people have that. We'll call it contest rage or DX rage. I don't know, but anyway, overall though, it goes pretty. It can get pretty tense, but I think if the operators know what they're doing and they relax, a lot of them, especially the not really the contest stations, but the D expeditions and stuff. Well, they'll go up like split, and a lot of people are not aware or not listening to what the guy's saying, and I can see you make a mistake, but it's best. I think it's to take the time and listen to what's going on, and then you'll figure out what's going on before you actually get in there and start causing trouble.
Yeah, 100%. Although I have to admit it wasn't as bad this time around as compared to Bouvet Island. The people are downright rude. The Europeans are downright rude.
Oh yeah, they're bad. They'll yell at you and that. Apparently they were on today. I think it was maybe this morning on 24 megahertz, 12 meters. But apparently they were weak here in Ontario. But anyway, I wasn't really playing around much looking for them, but that's just what somebody was saying. Anyway, okay, well, sounding great up here. I'll get you on the second round, Mark.
Well, I'll be around for the second round. You're plus 30 to me there, Randy.
Well, the radio's all rested up.
There you go. There you go. The electronics had a day off.
Yeah, it drank some Gatorade there, and it's ready to go. Okay, Alan, V3BWQ, how are you tonight?
Not too bad, man. Good evening to you and everybody on the net. All sounds pretty good. There's no noise on the net tonight, so it's another good night tonight. And no contest issues right now either, so we're quite pleased with that too. Other than that, not much going on here, just taking it easy and enjoying the nice weather we're having. And I thought most of the snow is gone here completely. Just got some piles of snow, and about 3/4 of it is gone. So we're doing pretty good here. Go ahead.
And you know what? The days are getting longer too. It's almost daylight right till 7:30.
Roger that. Anyway, we'll see what we can do here. I don't know whether I'll be here for the second round, but you know what my time limit is, Roger.
I know, and I'll try to fit you in before then. That's what I'll do, okay? And hopefully I'll put a star right there to fit you in. How's that?
That sounds good.
Okay, and the V3LPO, I got you there, Mike. If you want to stand by, I got a few ahead of you there. We will go to the Horse Whisperer, VE3PYC. Tim, come on in.
And whiskey uniform too.
Alan was just finishing up his
Gotcha.
a little bit, but he was just saying goodbye and he'll be listening along. Yeah, hello to everyone on frequency. Yeah, the code of conduct for amateur radio. Listen. It's really sad that people have that kind of attitude and behavior on the net. This is one place I find a lot of really thoughtful and people who are willing to listen. But yeah, contacting people get very competitive for sure. Beautiful weekend. I better stop here just for a second. I changed the cable today. Am I still coming through?
Oh, you're perfect, yeah.
Okay. Now my ALC is a little high. I'm just going to get rid of the compression here just a second. Okay, compression's off. Which do you like better?
With it on, you got a little bit more punch.
Okay, compression's back on. And I can turn the compression up a little bit. Is that better?
No, just leave it back to where you were.
Okay, thanks for the feedback. Not much else to report. Beautiful day, as Mark was saying. That we don't have tulips up yet, but like you, we just lost a ton of snow. Our road is flooding for us. We have a low point in the road, and it's already starting to cover over. And so tomorrow morning, my big task will be getting the basement ready for the annual river runs through it. You know, getting fly rod out so I can go fishing.
Oh yeah, you like that? You know, I've never tried that, but it looks like fun. But it looks like an art that someone would have. You would just have to have the right patience and the right practice to be able to master that.
Oh, I had 5 fish for years, but I wasn't making a joke about fly fishing in the basement because of that movie. A river runs through it, so that's what happens in our basement every spring. A river runs through it. So no, I won't be fishing in the basement tonight. But I have fly fished for years, and it is an art form. It's all flying flies and all that stuff. It's another one of those hobbies like amateur radio that can just eat you alive.
Oh, definitely. I had a hobby with my guitars here, acoustic guitars. So I did play there, although I haven't had time to do that much lately. And then I have a hobby with the computer, just making videos and silly stuff mostly there and other stuff. And then I got amateur radio. So the computer and the amateur radio, well, I guess the guitar could fit in that as all in one thing, but I can make music and put it on the video or whatever. But anyway, so the amateur radio is my priority, and that's where I sink any extra Canadian Tire money I have into it.
That's a good thing. I think we all do that. It's easy to spend money. You know, you can say, oh, I think I'll buy that new 7300 Mark II. Oh, maybe a 7610. And then you're on that slippery slope.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's all, you know what? Some like a lot of people are saying, oh, amateur radio is dead. There could be nothing more far from the truth as that. Somebody saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's keep going. I will listen along. I look forward to checking with you a little later.
Well, we're going to try to keep it as live as much as we possibly can. Maybe I should ramp up the nets here before I have to slow down. Okay, where are we now? I'll get you on the second round. V3 Delta Alpha Charlie, Matt, come on in. Okay, well, have fun. I'll come on back if you can, and I'll call you back in. Okay, we're going up north. VA3AGX. Did you open that $10,000 box yet? Center Alpha 3, Alpha Golf X-Ray, come on in.
I think he knows it in the box. Cost too much money for him to open that box. V9 Sierra Foxtrot Juliet.
He better not open it, or his brother's going to pound on him. He must be out there doing something. He probably got a phone call. I'll call him back in. K2LAG, Larry, how was your weekend?
K2LAG, well, yesterday was a long day on the railroad, but today was not a whole lot of anything at all. I just kind of hung out all day. Just make a trip into town, took a couple things up to the store, and I forgot to get gas. But I looked at the price of gas. I don't know if I got it cheaper this time. Oh, no, I got to do that. It went up. It's really gone up here terribly. So, it's terrible. But nonetheless, you're talking about contests there, and one of the rule changes for the field day that everybody's enjoying is that everybody to 100 watts. You get people on the field day there, they're out there with their million element beam and the full legal power. The orality is there now for a mile. Everybody coming back. So they kind of limited that range of the field day, which is wonder. That's all I've got here. I haven't got any. I'd like to actually go this spring and stuff like get it out. But yeah, there are those who can't seem to hear anything, and they don't shut up long enough to see if anybody's calling them back. So there you are. 41 degrees, 5 in the Celsius thermometer right now, wind out of the southwest at about 5 miles an hour. But it was a nice sunny day today, so we can't complain about that. It's supposed to stay fairly warm for the next 2 days. So our snow is rapidly going away. I know there was an awful lot of it drifting yesterday at the north end of our strip on the train. They got hit really, really hard this winter, so there they are. That's about the only thing left here is where it was piled up, but in place it was just flat snow. It has fallen and something piled up on it. It's gone now. Okay. Report here on the clear skies, blue water bridge in here. Very, very clear. So, man, it looks like it'll be down back right now. But all the schools that go around the course that hit the plane in the Midwest yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So we'll take that as well. Yeah, let's see. That's about all I got for now. I'll stir up the second round. KIWISDR, thank you.
Well, you know, our gas went up here too. I think it went up 20 cents here over the weekend from Friday. Ridiculous. And I don't really know what the cause of that is. Who knows? It's steady up and down constantly. Mostly up though, and hardly ever goes down. Yeah, we lost about a foot of snow here. We had rain, and it rained all day yesterday and the night before that. And I had a power outage from Friday night, early Saturday morning. I got up about 3:45. It was out. So, and it was still on at 1 when I fell asleep. So it went out between 1 and 4 o'clock sometime. So it was over 16 hours. We got it back on. It was actually 7:45 that we got it back on. But I couldn't get on the net here. I had a whole bunch of stuff I had to do. I had to start cooking that. I didn't get catching up on everything, so I didn't get on the net. But anyway, we're sitting at 35 degrees. It's supposed to stay above the freezing mark here tonight. So beautiful day tomorrow, apparently. So we're going to lose that much more snow. And my sump pump, it just started to get, there's probably be about 6 inches of water in the hole there now. Hasn't turned on yet. But it's going to. I know it's going to probably tonight or tomorrow for sure. Okay, Larry, I'll get you on the second round. You are sounding great here right now. Okay, we'll go to AC3 November. Papa, Randy, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was really, really good. The weather's starting to get nice, and actually yesterday I took the bike over to Tussey Mountains, which I see from my back window. There's a ski area there, and so I pedaled over there, and I was expecting to see a lot of snow up in the roads, up in the mountains, and the trails where I go, but it was 99.99% gone, which was really great. I didn't expect to be able to do my entire 22-mile loop, but I made it all the way around. The roads were a little wet, and my bike and I got a little muddy, which I cleaned up today, but it was a great first ride over there. And I was surprised to see so many people still skiing, and it looked like they had about 3 feet of snow on the hill yet in some areas. So they'll probably ski for another couple of weeks anyway, but tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 60s, and then Tuesday in the 60s, and so it'll start melting, I'm sure. Once it starts, it'll go probably more quickly. And let's see, Tuesday we're heading out to the Milwaukee area to babysit my grandson. My daughter and her husband are going to Aruba, so we'll be there a week. Really, really looking forward to it. You know, about 20 years ago, it seemed like our reunions were all funerals, and now the get-togethers are all about babysitting the grandkids. So it's a lot better now than it was 20 years ago. And in reference to Martin's goings on there now, yeah, Martin, when things go well, I get a little nervous. It makes me a little uneasy because I know something is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So I try not to have the highs get too high or the lows get too low as far as all that stuff goes. But everybody's coming in good. I could even hear Larry. He's banging in here pretty hard. He faded a little bit, but came in really, really great. So I could hear him much better than normal. Probably when he gets his new antenna, like you said, I'll be able to hear him even better. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Randy. This is AC3NT.
Okay, good signal here from you. And yeah, the snow, it's going to start going fast here. Someday I know that was in New York, just outside the city, and well, there's no snow there at all. I know you're in upstate New York, it's a totally different thing up there, but yeah, so there's places with no snow at all, and places with just a little patchy here and there. We still have, like, even though we lost a foot, there's probably in places like where it's shady, there's still probably a good over 2 feet. So, but it's going to start. It already started. Once it starts, it's going to start going again. Especially if I see water in the basement. It's going to start going fast, which is good for me. But you know what? They're calling for flurries all next week here for us. But I don't think it's going to really accumulate to too much, or it'll just it'll melt. What it'll do is help melt the what's underneath of it. As soon as it gets mild, that's usually how it works. Anyway, good to hear you. I'll call you back in a second if you're going to be around.
I might be. I do have some chores to do that I want to get done since we're leaving not tomorrow but the next day. And yeah, right now though, Randy, I'm in central Pennsylvania. The camp, the summer home, is up in upstate New York, so don't quite have the snow that they got up there. It's a lot different down here. But hopefully your sump pump keeps up, and just keep an eye on it, I guess. And I wasn't aware that what was going on with you, and I kind of wondered what happened to the net yesterday. I tuned in to see what was going on, and nobody was there. So somebody turned off the net. Oh my God. Anyway, AC3, back to you, Randy.
Well, yeah, it was Margaret's night, I guess. Anyway, so it kind of worked out that way. I had firewood, but it was under like enough for the night and the day, but it was under 3 feet of snow, and they're giving us the runaround. They said it was supposed to be on at noon, and then they changed it to 3, and then they said at 5, and then finally they said at 8. And it was 7:45 that it turned on. So I was just waiting, and I said, well, no, I'm not going to start, get a fire going now, until it's going to be on. And then I should have, and I didn't again, and I should have. But anyway, it was a bit cool in the house, but we weren't freezing. Thank God it was, it was close to 50 degrees outside, so we wouldn't have froze anyway. Just a few blankets here and there, and we're fine. Anyway, okay then, I'll call you back in, Gary, and see if you're around anyway, over.
Okay, you don't have a generator, gas generator or anything?
I have an old one, but it hasn't been, I haven't did a service on it there. I haven't used it in years, and you really didn't have to.
Okay, I guess your Harbor Freight had a sale, and I got a Predator 10,000 watt generator, and hooked it up and put a disconnect at the panel and everything, and we did lose power here a couple of times, real short periods, maybe like a couple hours, but I was never here, so I told my neighbor I was disappointed that I wasn't around for the power outage, but yeah, it's kind of a nice feeling having a generator, even though I haven't used it. So, okay, back to you, AC3NP.
Yeah, mine's it's a 5,000. And it's like a Coleman style. It works. I really don't need that much power. I'd probably get away with a 25 or a 3,000 watt here. As long as I can pressurize the water, that's the main thing for me here. Yeah. So I'll probably I might get rid of that one and get a smaller one. Okay, then I'm going to carry on here. Who do we have here? Okay, Gary in New Jersey, Kilo 2, India, Tango. Thanks for standing by. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Randy. Thank you very much, all. This is the first time I've been on the net, and I really appreciate it. I've been away for a while. I've been working. I work as an astronomer, so I'm headed out to Arizona in the next couple of days to do some observations. And then I'll come back here, and then I'll probably be more of an avid participant into the net. But thank you very much for letting me have some in here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome. And we're here every night at 7:45 Eastern. on this frequency with a bunch of different controllers. Actually, there's 3 of us, and you'll hear me quite a bit on here. I'm usually on here every night. So when you're back in New Jersey, feel free to check in again anytime. There must be a big an observation facility there in Arizona, is there?
Yeah, exactly. We're at 15th National Observatory and also at Island Observatory. And then, of course, we've got a couple of telescopes with us for shooting them out there, out there in the desert. But we had a pretty good time. We'll be there for a while. We're going to head to Costa Rica. Perhaps the next time we talk to you, be a little bit on like mid-April. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So you're heading out in 2 days, did you say?
No, about a week and a half. We've got to do some work on it. We have we're doing something with WABC radio, and we're going to cover the Artemis mission to Mars. So we're on a standby. We're waiting for them to tell us broadcast. So as soon as we get finished with that broadcast, and after we're on, then we're going to head to Arizona. Go ahead.
Oh, pretty cool. Cool stuff. Okay, great. Okay then. Well, you know where we are, so please check in with us any other time. And we do 2 rounds here. You don't have to stay around for the second round, but feel free to stay here, and I'll call you back in if you'd like.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and I'll say hello to everybody, and I do appreciate that. We don't get on very much. We do a lot of DXing on FT8, FT4, and CW. So we're kind of a DXer person, but lately we've been kind of like spending more time on 75 meters and talking to the guys locally who are in our age bracket, so to speak. But it's been enjoyable, and I really appreciate you guys letting me come in here, and hope to do this again. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well, you had a good signal. You're about 15 over here. Well, where I'm located is, if you know where Toronto is, I'm about 150 miles north of Toronto, and then where the capital of Ottawa is, I'm about 100 miles west of there, sort of in the center part of the eastern part of the province, I guess.
Yeah, I've been, last time I was, believe it or not, last time I was in Toronto was about 1988 in college. That's about the extent of it. But I'd like to get back here again. I mean, I know there's been a major change. I can't think of the years that I did there. Years ago. But it was a lot of fun. And, I remember a place called Young Street or York Street. That's about the extent of my recollection of Toronto. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, as soon as you get back from doing all of this, you're doing some work out there. You're having a pretty good time. I love this stuff. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Yonge Street. That's the most popular street in Toronto, and that's the longest street I think in Canada, because it actually runs right from there, and it goes into a highway, and it goes right into western Ontario here, which would be like the same as north of Minnesota. So it's the longest street in the world, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for rejuvenating my memory, because I said it's been quite some time since I've been there. But I had a great time. I've been to Montreal, and I've been to out in Alberta. That's about the extent of my Canadian experience. But I had a great time there, and I wanted to come back here. But anyhow, I'm not going to stay around for the second round. I was going to take some time myself to and do some observations. Okay, the weather seems to observation window is kind of closed right now. So I think I'll probably just go back and talk to the XYL and have some fun and talk to some of my rest of my evening return. Anyhow, but thank you very much. Like I said, hello to everybody. And hopefully I'll get back on here after I come back to Arizona. Okay?
Comment.
Oh, it sounds great. We got a comment in there, probably for you there. Go ahead, Bern.
Oh, I know the answer to this, but Pluto is a planet, isn't it? Great to have you here on the net, and I've not heard you before. It's Martin. I'm in Eastern Ontario, and you probably heard last week or 2 weeks ago with Whiskey 7 Papa, and I had the privilege to talk to Doug Tombaugh, the nephew of the guy who discovered Pluto, and a few other people at those observatories in Arizona. That's my comment, Randy. Thank you. E3MHA.
Go ahead, Gary, if you had anything to say there.
Yeah, well, that's great because, with his dad, somebody about and of course, we put Pluto into the category of minor planets, dwarf planets, and in fact, I got a hooked on an asteroid moon yesterday, so I'm pretty happy about that. Anyway, but that's great. That's really great. We love this stuff. We've been in about 7 years of age, and let me tell you something. Even though I'm semi-retired as an astronomer, I'm having a blast.
Yeah, okay. Did you copy that, Martin?
I did. I got all but the last 2 words. I did hear I'm copying the text here to my friend AB2FN, who's an amateur astronomer. I had such fun talking to Doug Tombaugh that I called him 8 times. 8 times. He must have been tired talking to me, but I love talking to him. I'm not an astronomer. My name's Martin. Gary, thank you, and keep up the great work. I'm going to see if I can find your coverage of the Artemis mission. And there you go, Randy. You got to talk to me another 2 minutes. Thank you, Gary. The E3MHA. Back to now.
Yeah, very good. Listen, you can always look at me on the internet and look for WABC Radio. We'll be on there with the coverage. Go ahead.
Super. Thank you. And maybe Randy will remind the group around that time.
Okay, so that was ABC Radio?
Yeah, WABC Radio. That we'll be on there once we get closer to the second mission to the moon. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll definitely look that up then and look forward to that. It was a pleasure meeting you there, most definitely. And have fun at work. That sounds like a great job, Gary. And hopefully, we'll talk to you again.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. And I hope I get back here down here again. And if I can answer any of your questions and stuff like that. I'm not trying to promote myself, but I love this stuff. Go ahead.
Well, I know Martin, who was just in here, he'll probably have a ton of questions for you. So you won't be bored, that's for sure.
Okay, well, thank you, guys. 73, have a great evening, and talk to you again. K2 India Tango Tango.
Okay, K2 India Tango Tango. VA3XZ. And I'm going to reverse because he opened that box. I know he did. VA3AGX, come on in.
VA3XV, VA3AGX. I guess you can copy me this time?
Oh, yeah, full scale here.
I know I went to talking. It's like, no power output. The microphone was unplugged in the back. I know you heard me because I jumped in there the first time and say, hey, time's up there. I went 2 days there without being able to use the radio thanks to those contests. Got the radio to talk to. It's like, enough of these guys. We were having a conversation, me and V9SFJ, and these guys just moved in on top of us. They didn't give a crap. We can't do that, so why are they allowed? Anyway, a little frustration there, enough of this contest and stuff. Maybe she was locked into a certain band and stay there. But anyway, hello all out there. Boy, you're pretty sounding good here at the Cascadian. We're warm here. 37 degrees. Snow is melting. We got snow, and it just melts us as fast as landing. And I don't know, I think it's going to get some cold weather coming soon, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're going to have an early thaw, but boy, I see a lot of people cleaning off the roofs. I seen somebody salting the roof today to get rid of the ice on there. It's called insulation. Fix your insulation, you won't have that ice problem. When you get a foot of ice on your house, you know there's a problem there somewhere. Yeah, it was a good conversation. There's Young Street there. I don't know where it ends, but I remember at one time years ago they were trying to get Cochrane, Ontario to change their street to Toronto to Yonge Street to match it. They said this is where it's going to end, but that never happened. Cochrane didn't want nothing to do with Toronto, that's for sure. I don't think they're going to name a street after Yonge Street just to please, especially the mayor in Toronto. This is quite a few years ago, but I don't know where it actually ends. But I know the 400 highway ends in Cochrane, and then like Highway 11. Then it actually has to go west, which is still Highway 11, but it's you're not going north anymore. Besides that, hello, my buddy Owen out there. Everybody sounding good. Hello to Gary, India Tango Tango, and Alpha Charlie 3 November Papa Randy, and K2LAG. You guys from the States are sounding really good here into Northern Ontario for sure. And everybody else is also, I think there was just one station I could hear with Papa Yankee Charlie. Strong single. It's low audio on my end. I can barely hear it. I think it's S8, but barely heard. That's what's going on over here. So yeah, it was a weekend of quietness. Fired up the radio, but Jesus, you couldn't do anything in there. Those guys were just jumping all over you. Some of them running some pretty serious power. I got comments from other people saying there was a lot of crap, people walking on them and yelling at them, and it's like they're just getting fed up with these guys, just moving in on the frequency without asking first. But what do I know? Because I know they were moving up 500 at a time. We watched them creep up on us. So couldn't do anything. They were there everywhere. That's my little rant, Randy. Hope you're doing good. A load of Mike out there, and Martin, Gord. Yeah, everybody. Everybody's sounding really good. Especially Mark, I think was the strongest one here besides you, Randy. You're 20 over here. Mr. Victor Whitley. Really strong single punch into my end of North Essex. Back to you, the 3XV, the 3J.
Believe it or not, 11 stops right at the border there too, with 17, and then I think 17 turns into Highway 1, I believe, and I think it stays 11 right into Manitoba, I believe. Yeah, it goes a long way. I don't know how far it goes in there, but it goes in there all the way. Okay, well, I can't wait till Ray gets that on there. You don't go back to Yezu on me now.
Oh no, that won't happen. That definitely won't happen. He gets bored of his radios that come across my table, so hopefully he'll like this one, because I don't think you can buy anything better than that. I thought for that price it'd be a lot of a bigger looking radio, but you know what? Everything's menu controlled now, so it's packed in there. I would think for sure at least a dual VFO, because it's dual band, dual VFO radio, but it's only one, so I don't know how that works.
I couldn't tell you either. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, okay. Well, we'll get you on the second round. And anyway, I was going to say, yeah, it looks a lot like from the picture there, Wade sitting. It looks a lot like the Kenwood there, but like from farther away. And look, it doesn't look very much bigger, really.
No, I haven't seen it in person, but like he sent me pictures compared to his hand. It's like, oh, I'm going to Google it right now just to see what the size of the radio, but it doesn't look that big. You know, it's because it's SDR. The 890 for a single VFO radio, it's fair size because it's a real radio, where all the Yezus are SDR.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Hey, is that FSJ in there? Or is that you, Roland? Okay, I thought Roland was in there. Okay, Rick, I'll get you on the other round there. I got to keep going here. I got a lot of people on board. V1 Bravo Alpha Charlie. He's got the new 101 there. Come on in, Brian.
Yeah, VA3 X-ray Victor 1 Bravo Alpha Charlie. Well, good evening to you, Randy. Sounding good down this way as always, and good signals had by other stations coming through here into the port city. What a weekend. Quick and fast, blink an eye, and here we are. We're going to be back to the salt mines tomorrow. But, talk about a foot of snow meltdown, if not more. I'm just looking in the backyard, and it's really becoming less and less snow, and I even got a couple spots here. It's like mud and grass, and I should think about starting the garden. anyway, my ex-YL, she is, of course, starting the season a little bit late by a couple of weeks, but she's starting now. But she's been spending a lot of time in the kitchen, and I've been drawn away from the radio room because the smells, my goodness, she's been cooking up some very, very nice meals the last few days, and it's been hard to stay away from, get out there and have a little taste of this, a little taste of that. Anyway, we're having a great time with the renovations. A little bit more to be done in the basement. Of course, we, XYL and I, we moved a couple stuff around to be prepared to get in some more drywall and insulation and more walls and always on the go. But anyway, we're having a lot of fun. Yeah, Randy, I'm enjoying the radio. You got to know me. So I put it on the spectrum analyzer. I put it on the sweep analyzer. I put it on the generator. I put it on the audio analyzer. I played hardcore just to see what this thing can really tick and what it does. And, I guess with the big contest here all weekend, that was a real true test for what the H I can do in between all that splattering. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed. With this particular rig. So I'm happy. I'm happy with what I brought here to put on my bench. And, so far, it's been good reports on my behalf. I'll have to see that Bob Sherwood, and we'll have to meet up together. I kind of agreed on his right up there for sure. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's see what's going on next week. Hopefully quiet, but we know we got some very high-level live broadcasts coming up. And Randy, we're getting ready again, putting in some more of those virtual studios. Oh, beautiful looking pieces of equipment, but they're manless. They're not touched by anybody except for the engineer guy that put it in there. So there you go, adding or subtracting the even nature of operators in those studios. I don't know. It's starting to look kind of scary. Back to you, Randy. You're sounding good down this way. PA3 X-ray Victor Echo 1 Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Oh, you're sounding great down here, Brian, and that was perfect timing for you to get that rig with all that chatter going on over the weekend. I tell you, you pretty much know what it can do in a busy a busy time on the air. That's for sure. I'm great that you're loving how the rig is operating there for you.
Well, Randy, now what I have to do is bring in the Kenwood, and I have to bring in the ICOM, and then have all three of them sitting here high. You know what? I've never been brand specific, and like you say, I like a Ford, I like a Chev, I like a Chrysler. Well, it's the same thing with the operation features, the buttons, the menus, and all kinds of different things that tickle the fancy of the individuals. I've never been a brand specific. My biggest excitement, I'll tell you, is receiver. I love a very sensitive selection of a receiver. There's a lot of radios that work good. Don't get me wrong, I love my older rigs. I had a lot of fun with them, and they're going to be right up here with the bench too, and I'll probably be switching between the older rigs. I got 756 Pro 3, the FT1000 MP Mark 3, FT1000 MP Mark 5, and then got that beautiful Kenwood, the DS 890 Sierra. Look, beautiful rigs, and I can't forget my Ten-Tech, the RSP2. I had that, I think I told you that story, Randy. I was just a young guy when I was just getting into it, and I brought that and a motorcycle battery and a piece of wire. I put a snooper antenna up, and I hooked that rig up to a 12-volt motorcycle battery, and I think by the time the rest of the crew of field days start getting their antennas, their tents up, and whatever put together, I had 95 contacts within the first half hour when the field day started. I had a blast, and that's the fun stuff. And I looked out for an awful lot of nice small radios and getting great reports on both the audio, the front end receiver. So I guess we're into the next version of what's being out there technology, and it's something else, that's for sure. Don't forget, I love my old Swan 500 Charlie. I still got one of those. I bring that puppy out about 3 times a year, and she still performs very nicely for an old rig, Randy. Back to you, VE1BAC.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to keep those old rigs going because they're the classic ones, and they're good to hear on the air. And then you start playing with them. I hear a lot of them, and they sound actually pretty darn good, especially if you get them all tuned up properly. There's nothing wrong with the old ones.
No, and you know what? That's where I was brought up into the old, you say tubes, or you got to make your own rigs or whatever. So I brought up into that era, and I'm going to tell you one thing it does for you. It gives you one great understanding of the VCOs, the oscillators, the mixers, the crystal. Oh, that 100 kilohertz mixer. The one that does the calibration. Oh, that was interesting. Anyway, you certainly get a real good comprehension of what's going on. Even though these new technology of radio, it's always based on that same technology. Over.
Oh, definitely. And the way they're going, they're packing the features in them now, the new ones, and they're getting smaller, and a lot of stuff in there. It might be a good thing, it might not be a good thing, but it's the way of the future, computerized stuff. Nothing like the old ones where you can still take the old soldering iron and start, changing parts in them. That's for sure. Okay, I'll get you around the second round if you're going to be around there, Brian.
Absolutely, Randy. Always enjoy, and we'll be listening out right to the end, and always a pleasure. VE1BAC.
Okay, and Ken, VA3 Alpha Oscar, thanks for standing by.
Hey, good stuff, Randy. Thank you for having me. Wow, it's been a great night. Really loving listening to a bunch of stuff. I can't disagree at all with anything that the VE3 BAC, 3A1 BAC said. I love the receivers, man. As much fun as it is to talk on these things, I really love listening to good receivers. So can't argue with that anymore. Really interesting to have Kilo 2 India Tango Tango on here. Wow. I'd encourage anybody who had heard him check in and talk. Please take a look at the QRZ page, man. That is cool stuff. So much fun when you have people check in with just knowledge that you can't imagine. I'm just some down Eastern Ontario kid here playing radio and trying to learn as much as I can, and people like that show up on a regular, and that's pretty cool. Helps us all learn something. Anyways, what's happening here in Carleton Place? Well, as you might tell, I don't know, I'm a little squirrely. I'm working on a different radio here, stock microphone, but I'm also struggling with the end results of a cold here, so it might be a little bit nasally and raspy. I don't know. Perhaps people won't even recognize who I am, but pretty excited, I'm excited about the snow melting off, as everybody else. A lot of ground gained here in the last couple of days. Particularly here in town, I can't believe it. I can't believe the snow has dissipated the way it has. And we have a 100-year-old home here. No proper basement. It's just a crawl space. And I'm thankful for it because, once I spent 20 years in a rural environment letting your pups be run and being upset and keeping you up at date and all that. We don't even worry about that here. So very much appreciate that. The weather is good. The weather is good. But, part of me is still a little bit excited. In the next few days, maybe a week or so, 10 days or so, we're going to see some more snow. And a whack on the snowblower. So that's exciting for me. I know people don't want to hear it, but I'm a little bit excited about that. Anyways, Randy, thanks for taking care of business. It's been a super net again. Really love listening to everybody here. One of the best nets I know, to be honest. Just from listening to what people are talking about, and like how I can relate to just about everything somebody's talking about here, and if they're smarter than me, I want to learn from them anyway. So glad to be here with you, Andy. Just keep it up. It's the BA3A Carlton Place.
Okay, well, that was well said there, Ken. I couldn't said it or agree with you anymore. Well, thank you for joining us. That's for sure. And yeah, well, you know, you never know who's going to pop in here on any given night here. So that's the fun thing about it, especially for me here. Controlling. I'm not streaming live here tonight. I've having audio issues with my software. Right before the net time, I didn't get a time to get that up and running. But I get some interesting people in the chat there too. I remember I had the DX Commander Callum in there the one day. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you know who he is, but he sells the DX Commander line of verticals out of the UK there. He's got his own channel, so had him in there, had Australian guys in there, and all over the world. But yeah, checking in, you never know who you're going to get there for sure. I'm just checking out Gary's QRZ there too, and I see he's my type of guy because he's got a beautiful Kenwood TS990 sitting right here, right there on his desk, along with a whole bunch of other radios. So never did ask him which rig he was on, but he's got that, and he's got a Kenwood 850. So we would get along fine either way. Okay, Ken, if you're going to be around, please do stick around. I'll call you in on the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to mention, take a look at that QRZ page. I mean, interesting stuff. But yeah, we'll be around for the second round for sure. BA3A.
I've been just scrolling through it here as you were talking, and that's where I noticed the 990. So I wanted to go see what he had in his shack. But a lot of cool stuff on there. Okay, before I forget, I'm going to back up track, and I'm going to sneak in a V3BWQ here for the second round before he goes. Come on in, Alan.
Yeah, thanks for that, Andy. Much appreciated. And yeah, it's been a good night. It's always good company and all good signals too. So no complaints here. That's about it here, Andy. I just wanted to make it short because you might exercise, so I got to have some time for that. You have a fine evening and a better day tomorrow, and thanks for joining us. Take care. The 3 Bravo with Quebec. 7-3.
Okay, 7-3, and it's always good to hear you in there, Alan. You have a good night. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day, nice and mild and sunny, so hopefully you can enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm still sitting at +4 here, Randy.
Yeah, we're at 2 here, at 34 degrees. So we're not supposed to go down below freezing, so we'll be okay.
Roger that. Okay, Randy. Have a good night.
7-3. Okay, we'll go down to George. I think it's VA3 Oscar Whiskey. Come on in. You're a solid S8 here, George. okay, George. There's a bit of QSB on your signal, but I copied you 100%, and I'll call you back in if you're still around. If not, that's fine. Thank you so much for checking in here with me. Over. Okay. V3LPO, Mike, come on in. Okay, he might have got tired of waiting there. V3LPO, are you still there? Okay, we got him on the list here anyway. I heard him. Last on the list, VA3WU, are you still with us?
Oh, I was just about to go to bed. Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow for the first day back in a year, or over a year now. Just going to head back. I just handed out some points today in that contest. Boy, I guess there's anti-contesters. There's anti-everything. And then there's some people that say that rag chewers don't confirm any contact. What's the point? Nobody keeping logbook. Everybody has their quirkiness. I like it all. I like rag chewing. I like contesting. I like DXing. I like tinkering with the integration of systems into the radio and all that kind of stuff. So I just love it all. It's a great hobby we have, and certainly it gives us a lot of abilities to try and do different things. But anyway, Randy, I wanted to say hi to Rick too. Rick sounded great, as he always does up there in Cap. And who else did I hear? Oh, Mark VVW. I'm not sure if he's still listening around. He's probably waiting for the second round for him. I'm not sure if there's another net on FM sometimes he checks into down here in Niagara. But anyway, everybody's got great signals. That last fellow was an S8 to me too, but my noise is about an S7.5 normally here. So if I was above it enough, I could hear every word. So that's it. Back to you, Randy, from VA3WU.
I got S0 and I'm not selling it.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay. Hey, thanks for checking in, and I'll let you off to bed there. Thanks for hanging around, and always good talking to you. We'll catch you definitely through the week, Rick.
Yeah, for sure, Randy. VA3WU.
Okay, this is VA3XV for the 3730. Any more check-ins before I start the second round? Anybody, anywhere, come now.
Oscar Whiskey. Mike Delta November. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Charlie Mike, short time. Alpha Bravo 2, Fox November.
Okay, I got Echo Charlie, IOW, MDN, YCM, and Alpha Bravo 2, Fox November. Who else?
Victor Echo 9, Sierra Foxtrot Juliet.
I thought I heard you making a comment earlier. Anybody else? Okay, we're going to take V3YCM because he's in and out. Come on in.
Hey Randy, how you doing tonight? I've been listening around here. Holy moly, you got quite the group in here. I've been actually sitting here since probably about 8 o'clock, but that's all right. I've been enjoying listening here, and I got a few things running on the 3D printer here, so I've been keeping myself entertained. Mike and I have been getting excited for our trip to the Dayton Ham Convention coming up, so we've been planning things. We want to get T-shirts made for the club so we can tell each other apart. I'm making a few badges with the 3D printer that have our V3RF logo and 3730 group logo with the Dayton Ham Convention 2026 on it. And I was going in for dinner tonight with my parents and my brother. And it was funny, we were about to leave the house here. I think it was around 4 o'clock. And you could hear something funny from the basement. And that's not good. So I opened the door, and to my surprise, I found probably at least 6 inches of water in the basement. Everyone was talking about keep an eye on your sump pumps, and I guess I was one of the few that don't have anything to worry about. I hadn't been keeping an eye on it. So I waded over to the corner there, and my Crocs with my pants pulled up, and sure enough, my sump pump had failed, and luckily I was able to give it a few raps, and it fired up and was able to drain what water was in the basement. And my wife and I drove into Prescott there and got ourselves a new pump, and I had that installed in short time. But yeah, it was quite the surprise. Luckily, our basement's a utility basement. It's a wet fieldstone foundation, so we're kind of prepared for that. Anything that's important or electric is up on 8 inches worth of patio stone, so nothing that could get damaged, or nothing that could get damaged got damaged. And the new pump is in there purring away now, so we should be good for a little while, hopefully. But yeah, other than that, once I check in here, I won't be in for the second round. I'm probably going to go into bed. I just booked a trip to California for July for a big convention I go to called Open Soft. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. So I sent a screenshot of my itinerary to my wife there, and I haven't got a response. So I don't know. I'm guessing she's probably already seeing the Sandman right now, and she's probably already asleep. So I'm gonna sneak into the house there a little bit and join her. But yeah, thanks for running the net tonight, Randy. Everyone's sounding great. No problem hearing anybody, and it seems that the conditions are favorable. Yeah, thanks again, and good net. VA3YCM, back to you, Randy, and I'll be clear.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in. And yeah, even with the time change, the band's been excellent here now. Well, we won't notice really. It's going to be good here until the summer starts. As the weeks go by, it'll kind of get a little bit down, and then it'll be noisier for sure. Okay, good on all that. I did see the orange shirt that you guys had you posted there, so that looks pretty good. You guys are going to stand out for kind of what you want, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. We're kind of deciding between safety green and electric green. We like to have the nice bright shirt, so when you get that many people around and we kind of get separated, we can see each other from afar. But the site we're ordering them from does give us the option to do multiple of one color, some of another color. So yeah, I posted there on Facebook for anybody that wants a shirt that's convenient to be able to transfer money and pick up. I don't really want to get involved with having to ship stuff here and there. So anybody that's local to the Brockville, Ottawa area, or can make a trip to meet up there, we can order some shirts. Because if we order 6 or more, I think they're a little bit less than $20. They're pretty inexpensive. Yeah, I think we're going to order not only the safety green ones so that we can see each other at Dayton. I think Mike and I are probably going to order some normal colored ones so we can have them for going out as well.
Well, be able to spot yourselves out in that, going with that color, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah. Hopefully you guys will run into the antenna hair girl. I get a kick out of her.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Yeah, I got a picture with her the last time I was there. Me and my buddy both have a picture with her. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few characters there. But Mike and I don't know if Mike's still listening there, but we're definitely not excited about it. Oh my word! But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds like fun. Okay, then I'll get talking to you there hopefully before you guys head down there. And yeah, it's a little ways to go here yet. So have a good night there and have a good week. We'll talk to you later, Corey.
Yep, good night, Randy.
Okay, V3 Echo Charlie, what's new with you?
Yeah, V3XV, VE3EC. Good evening there, Randy, and everyone listening on frequency. You guys are all sounding good. There are good signals coming in here in Chelmsford there. Not too much. Not really much to report there. I'm going to be kind of in and out there. I won't be around for the second go there. But just playing with the new radio I picked up yesterday there. So hopefully, how's the audio on this thing there? Sounds okay there?
That's not the ICOM you were using yesterday?
The day for yesterday? No, I wasn't on the radio yesterday, but I was on the 746 there day for yesterday. I'm on the AC 710 here.
Sounds beautiful.
Oh, it sounds great.
Hey, very good. Yeah, it's a little the backup radio there, so it's good for the field there if I go to camp or something like that. This is the radio I'll take with me there. So I'm just messing around with it there, and yeah, it's a good little radio. It It's pretty good. I am really happy with the selectivity that this thing has there. Anyways, I won't let you hold it there. You got quite the lineup there tonight there. So I'll let you carry on there. And thanks for picking me up there, Randy. Sounding good as usual. You're almost 30 over up here.
Yeah, you're really strong. You're always strong there down here. I wouldn't touch a thing. Your EQ's set right perfect. You got a good punch there. Best 710 I've heard. Okay. That's Al. He's in Chelmsford. Anybody don't know where that is? That's just outside of Sudbury. Okay, and we'll go down to Ron, V3IOW. How are you, Ron?
Hi, good evening, Randy. This is Victor Echo 3 India Oscar Whiskey. I'm doing better each day, so like what I said before, happy to be here. And today we had a very beautiful day in Hamilton. Didn't do much. Did a lot of laundry. And I had to fix a customer early in the morning, an emergency repair. But anyway, other than that, was glad to hear the net is. You have a lot of check-ins on the net, and my nephew George is hopefully will become a regular check-in. Also, VA3 Oscar Whiskey. He now lives in Cambridge from Hamilton. So anyway, with that, nothing much to say. 73 is all around. I won't be around in the second round. I still have to do some chores in the house. So with that, good night, everyone. This is Victor Echo 3 India Oscar Whiskey.
Okay, you said George was a relation there to you?
Yeah, George is my nephew. His mom is my sister. Yep. And they used to live here, but now they have their own place in Cambridge, and they moved last, I think, October.
Oh, very good. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Thanks for that information. Now I'll know. Okay, well, you keep on getting better and keep doing what you're doing there, and definitely check in here if you can.
Yes, sir, will do. 73 to everyone. It's good night, Randy.
Okay, you have a good evening. And VA3MDN, Mike, come on in.
VA3MD in the group, VA3MDN, good evening, one and all. Yes, other than that, nothing too much on this end. Didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm kind of fighting it right here now, so we're only going to be one and done tonight, Randy, so pleasure to have you call me in, and good evening to everybody on net. Maybe, I don't know, I'm going to try and see if maybe it'll be like last night, and I'll have to go bug Rick on the powwow net there if I'm still awake. Anyways, other than that, we'll say 73 for now, and catch you down the log, maybe tomorrow at 3, maybe. All right, 73, VA3MDN.
Oh, thanks so much for checking in, Mike. Sounding great here tonight. And we'll look for you this week there, either on 40 or 80 meters. You have a good one.
All right, Randy, 73.
Okay, got two more to go here. Alpha Bravo 2, Fox, November, Rich. Thanks for standing by. Alpha Bravo 2, Fox, November. Rich, are you there? Okay, maybe he got tired there or something happened. V9, Sierra Fox, Juliet. Roland, you're last on the list.
Wow. Saved the best for last, buddy. Anyway, appreciate you running the net tonight, and we got back Wednesday night. We were back from Dominican. We had a wonderful time. Every single day that we were there was 30 degrees and sunshine, and we got roasted in the sun. And now we're sitting at home today, and my boss called me, and I was like, "You're gonna call me on a Sunday?" Well, anyway, he called me. Guess what? Gotta go back to work.
Oh no, that's gonna be hard.
So it's more than hard, but trust me, when you're, the job I do is like, I work hard, but when I work hard, and then we get time off, and it's like, wow, do I really gotta go back to work? I told him, I said, I was gonna call you on Monday. Why did you call me on Monday. He says, I need to come back to work. Damn.
Well, you gotta go. You gotta go to get the money to go back down on vacation.
You're not kidding. Guess what? The bank account's already started. Because they sent me a bunch of stuff I got to do on the computer, so I'm getting paid right now. So, anyway, Randy, I appreciate you doing that. And don't know how loud I am, but Rick and I played with some audio last night, and it seemed to sound a little bit better. Anyway, send it back to you, Randy. Appreciate you doing that, bud. Victor Echo 9, Sierra Foxtrot Juliet.
Well, you're about 20 over, and I can see your tonsils coming out of the speaker.
Well, if you look hard enough, you might see my picture.
Okay. I don't know if you're sticking around or not. You're number 24, and I got a long way to go.
I might be here. Call me out and see what happens. Hey, Roland? Go ahead.
Yeah, Victor Echo 1, Bravo, Alpha Charlie here. Listen, work hard, play much harder.
I always do.
That a boy.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good advice. Okay, I got one more I'm going to try here. I got VE3AKV. He's 10 watts. Bob, do you come on in?
Randy, I'm going to bust in here for a second. So we came back from Dominican, and my daughter, it was my birthday was on Friday, and when my wife took me out for dinner, we came back, and my driveway was full of cars, and I have a driveway that is big. So there were 35 people in my house that they surprised me with a birthday party. So, you know, I have to kudos to my daughter, and if Rick's listening, guess what? He knows trouble did it. She got me.
Okay. Well, that was a good present there for you.
I don't know if Rick's there, but he knows who trouble is.
Oh, yeah, I know trouble.
There you go. Okay, then. Good stuff. V3AKV, do you copy?
There we go. VA3XV. This is V3AKV. Over and under. 10 screaming watts.
You are 10 to 15 over, my friend.
Well, that just goes to prove you don't need to run 2K to get the job done. I'm literally running 10 watts on the 705 on a 40 meter off center fin that I'm tuning with an old manual MFJ tuner, no meters on it or anything. Just using the SWR bridge on the radio. Well, I'm glad you hear me. I don't use a hand mic very often, and guess what? That's the hard. Keeping the PTT pushed down.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you're kind of force feeding the thing there that's not really meant for 80 meters. So that even makes it more impressive.
Yeah, I think maybe you've got a preamp turned on or something.
No, nothing. Just my doublet up the tree here.
Yeah, okay. You're approaching 30 over. All right, you're about to start the second round, I presume. I won't be around for it, but I thought I'd pop in and just say hi. So there you go. Hi. VA3XV, V3AKV. You're running QRP.
Okay, sound good. Bob, have a good evening. If I'm up early there, maybe I'll catch you on the 40 meters.
Yep, well, that stands for me, too. I got to get up early to be there. Didn't get up till noon today, but I didn't go to bed till, it would have been 10 minutes to 5 on the old clock, 10 minutes to 6 on the new one. All right, see you. V3AKV.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, I'm going to go right to the top here and start the second round because it's going to be a late one. VA3MPM, come on in.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's going to be a late one. Yep, right on. Had a great night tonight there, just fantastic. And I thought we're going to maybe hear the lightning crashes intensify, and it really hasn't. And every signal's been way and above any, basically no noise on the band. So nice to hear that. Yeah, I'll keep it short, Randy, there, because you're busy there. So back to you. VA3XV, Victor Alpha 3, Mike, Papa Mike, 7-3 to Walt.
It's going good. The band is excellent, and there's lightning crashes down south off the eastern seaboard, but they're not that bad at all. And we're all of a sudden, you never know who's going to check in, right? Couldn't answer better than that. Too bad my YouTube wasn't operational here tonight. Oh well, I got to work on that. Okay, we'll talk to you later, Mike. Thanks for that. V3MHA, you're round number 2.
Good, thank you, Randy. Good to hear everybody this evening. And I've had such noise here for like forever, and I got a bit of it sorted out. But tonight, I didn't notice the S level, but it's very quiet, and like everybody is sounding good. And lots of really strong signals here into eastern Ontario. I think it was Mark who mentioned 100 watts and wire antennas, and you don't need big equipment, big commercial antennas. Like, one of the thrills I get out of ham radio is, talking around the world with a piece of wire. And when I have new people visiting here who may not know ham radio, I always point out, you see that big loop in the sky? Oh yeah, what's that? That's an antenna I made. I talk around the world with it. And anyway, everybody knows you can get around the world with 100 watts and a good antenna. I didn't catch the call sign of Gary, so maybe if you wouldn't mind repeating it, I would appreciate that. And Randy, I'm sorry, I hope I didn't exceed your service level when I asked you if you would just record that and let us know later. If that's a value-added service that costs additional, I'm sure I'll see it on my invoice this month. And water in the basement, man, it's just, I'm in a 160-year-old house, and it kind of ticked me off the first couple of years, but there's water in just about everybody's basement. So you can spend a couple $100,000 and try and get rid of most of it. Good luck. And, some people do. But, we've all got it. And I just try and work around that. Last comment is about, Randy, you were talking about how some people get excited during contests. I have a heart problem, several of them. But one of them is that when my heart starts to increase in speed, when I start getting excited, my pacemaker kicks out. And then my heart rate drops to like 38 beats a minute. So when I start getting excited, all of a sudden I feel like I'm going to pass out. And that happened during the net tonight, just from me listening and, getting excited. But Randy, my real question is, have you ever seen Mike during a field day? Man, I know Mike knows what I mean. And I hope it's not a medical thing, though. And I think that's about all. Thank you, and great to hear everyone. Thanks, Randy, for being a great host, the E3MHA.
Well, no, I have not, but hey, I'm still trying to figure him out on a normal day. So that wouldn't surprise me at all, whatever I see there. And we're not Western Union here. We're 3730 Union. So everything is free. Don't worry about that. We're all we all have our own free time on here. And something else I was going to say. Gary's call was Kilo 2 India Tango Tango K2ITT. So you got that?
Yeah, QSL. Thanks.
Okay. Well, that's it here for me. I don't know, Eddie. Anything else there, man?
Oh, just that I did get a text from Rich that said something about going to the kitchen for ice cream shortly after he checked in. He said it's going to be a while, and something about kitchen and ice cream, so he may be there. But you're the guy, Randy. Thanks, and take care.
Okay, thanks for checking in. Always good talking to you. Stand by there, Gord. I'm just going to Call Rich in here. Alpha Bravo 2, Fox November. Are you back from the kitchen?
Hi, Randy. Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Victor from Alpha Bravo 2, Fox November. How is my audio? Over.
Good and strong and clear here to me.
Okay, Marty said it sounded kind of funny, so I turned the drive down a bit. Anyway, nice to talk with you, and thanks, Marty, for the invitation to the net tonight. I'm just wondering, Victor Echo 1, Bravo Alpha Charlie, Brian. I was looking at your web page and see these towers. I was wondering if that's AM broadcast tower in the St. John region. Over.
V1 Bravo Charlie, are you there, Brian? He's either gone, unfortunately, or gone to the other room, or maybe on the phone.
Yeah, he's probably in the kitchen getting some ice cream like a sensible person. Okay, well, nothing much to report here. Just mild temperatures this weekend, like everybody's been getting. So it's been really nice. Marty and I spent the weekend just madly texting each other through the contest and everything. So that was kind of fun. So I had to put the ice cream out because it was too hard to scoop. So now I have to go back. So I'll send it back to you, Randy. VA3XV from AB2FN.
Okay, well, I think he's right. I think you got still a little bit too much drive. Are you running a processor?
Let me switch this thing off. Okay, is that any better? Over?
I think so, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I turned the amp off and turned the drive up on.
The drive is actually down a little bit, like the mic gain.
Audio's driven.
Okay, that any? I wonder if the grounding wire on my microphone went again. Over.
Okay, well, that's probably about the best as you can get it, unless you can turn it down a little bit more.
Well, I've got, let's see. Well, it doesn't seem to make any difference where that is, so I'll turn that down a bit. Over.
It is better with now than it was before, but it's not that bad actually. It's quite just on the verge, of overdriven.
Okay, that's interesting. I need a new microphone. There's an excuse. Over.
Yeah. What rig is it?
Well, the receiver's a Kenwood TS450, and this is whatever the handheld mic is that came with it. Over.
Oh, okay. Don't run the processor, I guess, and it's not bad, but you're making it through okay.
Okay, I turned the processor off. Any difference there?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Now turn the amp on.
Okay, let's see, this is Alpha Bravo 2 Fox November. How's the audio? Over.
Okay, perfect for that rig. It's excellent there now.
Oh, well, that's good news. Okay, so I wonder if something's going on with the processor, or maybe it's just a little fussier here on the 80. Over.
I think on some of those rigs, the processors are just kind of a little bit. They weren't like the later rigs. I know the 440 was bad, and the 450 might be the same type of technology. So you're better to run it without it.
Okay, well that's good advice. The clearer the better. Over.
Yeah, much clearer now.
Okay, well that's good news. Glad to hear that. Well, thanks for your patience and that tip about the processor. I better go get that ice cream before it's a milkshake. This is AB2FN.
Okay, I'll catch you on the second round. Glad we got that all fixed up there. Okay, V3 Papa Yankee, are you still awake?
Yeah, hi Randy. Good evening again. It looks like my audio is up there now.
Yes, sir. What do you do?
Oh, I just pulled the plug in and out of the radio mic cord there several times at each end, at the mic end and at the radio end. It tends to carbon up, if you will. Anyways, yeah, as soon as Mike had mentioned what it's doing there, I said, okay, I know what to do. Anyways, 5.5 at the beginning of the net, 5.5 Celsius. And it's 4.0 right there now. So I'll let you go. There's lots of stations in there. Have a great rest of the night. Net 73 Randy VA 3XV Victor. So 3 Papa Yankee. Thanks for the microphone.
Yeah, you know what? There's probably just a little bit of a dirt or something. It wasn't quite making the right connection, or who knows. And sometimes it needs that.
Yeah, I think so. Plus the SWR is a bit high with the dampness. 7.3.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then, good stuff. We'll get talking to you through the week here. You have a good one. And V3 Victor Whiskey, are you still with us?
Vic Echo 3 Victor Whiskey. I would like to wish Rick W. a good first day back at work. So I'll have to see how that goes tomorrow. And Rick from Kapuskasing, you're always +10, +15 with me, so your signal is great from up there. And for you, Randy, you should market a cologne. You could call it S0 Noise, or a Ham Shack a spray for zero noise when we need it.
Well, I'll just call it S0. How's that?
Yeah, that would be a good marketing term. S0. You know, that could be a thing.
Yeah. I'd develop an antenna and call it that.
There you go. And if you spray it with the S0 zero noise perfume, you will get an awesome performing antenna.
Definitely. You might hear my dog start barking here now because it's usually go outside time, but she's going to have to wait. Okay, then. Anything else, Bart?
No, yeah, this is a great net. I appreciate you doing it. So carry on, my friend, and have a good night.
Okay, thanks again for checking in. Sounding great as usual. We'll talk to you probably this week, definitely. I should say through the week. Okay, Rick, VA3 PFO, are you still with us? Okay, he's gone. Back to Tim, V3 PYC.
Yeah, VA3XV, VA3PYC returning. I'm hoping Rick and Kapuskasing can hear me better now. I made some changes. I hope I'm coming through to him. And Martin, I also live in a very, very old house, and I totally agree with you. You've got to just deal with the water. We have a cellar, a little bit like Ken was saying. He's got a crawl space. I've got more than a crawl space, but it's not a basement. Like, I can walk around in it, but I just store something, and it's a cellar, and I expect water to run because it's a rubble wall, and you can't stop it from percolating when the water table's up. And that's all there is to it. And like you, Randy, I've got about 6 inches in the sump pump hole now, and that lets me know what the water table's doing. Great net. I record what everyone's saying, and we'll listen for you during the week. 73 to you and everyone on frequency.
You know what? I had 6 inches here about 2 o'clock this afternoon. The pump didn't kick in yet until that point. I did start it up and pump that out just to make sure the pump was all working and everything was fine. It hasn't kicked in after, so I'm going to check it here after the net. So it is started. Tomorrow's supposed to be plus 13 Celsius and sunshine, so it'll start coming in even more, I would imagine. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Thanks for checking in, Tim, and we'll catch you this week sometime.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm afraid to run my tractor right now because the ground is already quite soft, and I'll just tear up everything. Yeah, so listen for you during the week. $73.
Yeah, I ain't moving mine unless I really have to. And V3 Delta Alpha Charlie, are you back there, Matt?
Yep, I'm back. Sorry, a little bit of that. Use down to back on, but yeah, I'm here. Simple so good. I passed on the 7 feet and good news, everybody. And this is the thing out here, no further traffic.
Okay, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you through this week, I would imagine sometime. You have a great evening there. And back up to VA3AGX, round number 2.
VA3XE, VA3AGX, thanks for calling me in, Randy. Load all up there, but it's sounding good. Good little crowd in there for sure. I just want to make something clear with Mr. Mike there. I got nothing against the age of radio. It's the customer service and the manufacturing. When their own chief engineer is cutting up their own product, that's not a good thing. And they don't look after their customers. Love their equipment. They just don't have no customer service. I know. I've owned used radio for many years, more used radios than any other one, but I can't handle their customer service. They just don't know how to deal with people, in my opinion. And like I said, when your chief engineer is cutting up their own product and telling you to your face that they install defective products and just let it go, that's not good. That's why it won't be another new radio in my room, that's for sure. Anyway, that's it, Randy. Thanks for being there. Great job on the net. Good crew. Very good crew. Fans are in good shape. I'll be trying to send you in here again tomorrow. The 3XV.
Okay, good job there, Rick. You're sounding great, and I'm sure we'll get talking to you through the week here.
Be well.
Okay, and K2LAG, Larry, come on in.
LAG returning, and a couple thoughts there. Talking about Facebook here the last couple of days. What looks like an HF wrist radios, like beat your heart out, they crazy. I think it was probably something that somebody cobbled together in Photoshop or whatever, but the dials that the knobs were tiny, so it would be a little handle to work with, and just imagine the antenna you'd have to carry around in your back pocket. So can't see that happening. And water in the basement. Yeah, my house was built according to my records, or the records that I've got about the house, 1840. So it's been around for a while, and it's all laid up stone. And if the water's, we get enough water, drainage and stuff like that. I've actually had water coming through the walls to the point where it's not like a waterfall. But for the most part, it's okay. The biggest problem I've got is that when they put the sewer system in here some years ago, they trenched right through the drain from the basement. There was that asphalt pipe, and they just trenched right through it. I've never tried to figure out how to get that fixed again. So it's not too bad, but if I've been working on making sure that everything drains away from the house instead of to it, so it works out pretty good. For AB2FN, if he's using my handheld mic, might want to back off the mic a little bit. Sounds like he might be eating it a little bit, and that could make a big difference. We have that problem in fire service as well. People like to, just jump right on that mic, and you can tell when it happens. So that's about it for me. So I'm going to close things down here and get ready for tomorrow and do my thing. So everybody take care. K2LAG, back to you.
Yeah, okay. I think that was Frank there, V3XQQ, that put that wrist watch radio on there. Yeah, I've seen that before. It was posted somewhere else before, and yeah, that thing would be a little bit too small. I prefer something like I put the response in there as I want the old Maxwell Smart the shoe phone. Make that into a radio with a little antenna. I think he did have a little antenna on that thing too. But anyway, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of AI stuff. That could be fun, but people might take that seriously too. So who knows? Other than we would know that that wouldn't be something. But we're probably there to be able to make something that small. That's for sure. Anyway, okay. Thanks for checking in, Larry. Sounding great here. And we'll probably catch you next time I'm on here. You have a great week ahead. Okay, Randy, Alpha Charlie 3 November Papa, did you stick with us? Okay, I think he's gone. V1 Bravo Alpha Charlie. Brian, are you still there?
Yeah, VA3 X-ray, Victor Echo 1, Bravo, Alpha Charlie. Yeah, look, Randy, I'm going to make a comment on that gentleman that was running. I think he was running the 450 with the processor on. I was watching here, and he certainly was flat topping, and when he took the processor off, that cleaned off. You know, on those 450s, I got to tell you, and the same like the Kenwood, Kenwood, not the Kenwood, the ASU FT847. They're preset inside, and for some reason, I like to have those set just a little bit too high. And when you throw on that processor, you're already starting, in the game of you're already putting too much processing on before, you put it to air. So, yeah, it's a little bit of an internal adjustment that can solve that problem. Anyway, he sounded much, much better when he took off the processor. Absolutely, and good audio swing. Randy, it's been real enjoyable always coming on this net, hear all these different stories from different stations, and it's a very entertaining, very high-level activity. Whether it's talking about amateur radio or a snowball or a generator or somebody that's going to, do some plumbing or, someone's talking about an old house with, water getting in the basement, and absolutely right. You get into some of these real old houses, the only best thing somebody could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to try to fix that problem. Water's going to get where water wants to go. So the only answer I have is you either divert it, if you have a way to divert it without crossing an arm and a leg. And this old home that I'm in, so what we did is it was a great big trough that catches the water that does come in the basement, brings into a little small square cesspool, and then it's pumped right out to the drain. And I'll tell you, it's kept our basement pretty clean that way. I got two sump pumps here, one for a backup plan. One if one fails, the other one will come on if the water gets up to a certain height. So I guess those are things you got to do. But you know what? I love the old houses. They're really solid and built like no tomorrow. And you know what? Every house has its little bit of an issue, and you just have to deal with it. But again, you can spend a whole lot of money and get nowhere with it. So you have to think it out and make a plan of what you're going to do to make it work. Anyway, much of a pleasure always. VA3 X-ray Victor Echo 1 Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, you know what? I got a sump up hole here too, and once the water starts, it's an older house, and a lot of older houses like around me here, built in the 40s and 50s, and they every one of them have water coming in. They didn't have proper drainage back then, and when they built it, they just backfilled it and hope for the best. But in the 450, well, I didn't know there was an internal adjustment for that, so that's good information there. And I noticed the 440 before that, it was I didn't like the processor on it. It just it took away from it than did better. So I'm not sure. I know you can adjust it on the dial on the knob there with them, but that wasn't a good circuit. Not like the later radios, but a lot of good information there, Brian. I can't hold it too long, but I'll send it back to you there for a quick response there, and I got to carry on here.
Yeah, absolutely, Randy. Well, like a lot on the older technology, that's a preset internally, and that's how we take care of that. Anyway, all good, Randy. Thank you very much for everything you do, and appreciate being on here this evening. And we'll pass on so you can continue on as you are running a late night. There's nothing wrong with a good list of operators in there. Signals are absolutely fantastic. There is not one station came in. I could not hear them down this way. 5.9 plus 10, 5.9 plus 9, or 5 and 9, and I think the lowest was 5 and 8, 5 and 8. So that's not bad. B1 BAC. Back to you, Randy, 73.
There's nothing wrong with that one bit there. I'm glad everything's working there for you. Always good to hear you. We'll get talking to you here later on through the week, hopefully, and you have a good one. Okay, Ken, Victor Alpha 3 Alpha Oscar, are you still with us?
Absolutely I am. Ryan. Just listening to Brian there talking about the old homes and such. and I couldn't agree with him more. In this neck of the woods, we're all built on rock. It's a rock on rock, and then a bunch of extra wood. But yeah, the 100-year-old home here is doing just fine. The water flows like it's done for the last 100 years, and nothing changes. The basement, there is none, and water, there's some standing water. We don't really deal with it, but it goes away fairly quickly. Not a big deal, but interesting to hear how they talk about down there in the VE1 land for sure. Anyways, amazing net always, and I appreciate it, Randy. A very good deal here, listening to everybody. What I appreciate about the net is that there's many people talking about many things, but all of it I understand and I can relate to, and really appreciate the regionality of the net in general. So thanks a lot, Randy. Expect to be here again sometime in the near future. Hopefully this radio doesn't sound too bad. We're playing around with microphones. This is a backup here to our regular deal, but thanks again. Thanks for taking care of business, Randy, and 7-3 to everybody on board. VA3XB, VA3AO, and
yeah, the rig sounds good here to me. No issues. So for the backup, it's perfect. Well, thanks for checking in, and I'm glad you enjoyed the show. And it's always a fun time here on this net. So hopefully we'll hear you again there, Ken. You have a great evening there, and a great week coming up here ahead. I won't be on now until I guess Thursday, so we'll probably talk to you then. Okay, George, Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Whiskey, are you still with us? Okay, he probably hit the hay. V3LPO, are you back? Okay, he's probably gone. V3 Echo Charlie, did you hang around? Okay, he's gone. VA3MDN, did you hang around? Okay, we're losing them pretty quick here. I expected that. Alpha Bravo 2, Fox November. Rich, are you still around?
Yes, I've got my ice cream and everything, and I'm reading up on the ALC levels. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always fun, and there's always a learning experience, you know.
I've been a ham. Well, Marty and I got our licenses the same day. Was it October 15th, 1980? I think was the day we wrote our test in Ottawa. Yeah, I'm still learning how to use the TS450. Over.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't referring to learning about ALC in general, but each rig has its own circuitry and it has its own character. So they're not, rarely you'll get two the same unless it's less model.
Yeah, you got level and the mic level, all three, and I usually just have them all up near the top, but that's not such a really a great thing, I guess, especially when you're using a microphone. Over.
That'll turn up the carrier up to 100 watts, so I just leave that cranked unless I need to turn that. It's the mic level is the thing that you got to really watch, or your compression level if you're running the processor. That's the two main ones.
Yeah, I ought to know better. I was a broadcaster, and we had to, mic technique, we had to know that really well. So, yeah, I got to remember to back off this mic a bit. Now that Brian's back on, Brian, are those broadcast towers on your QRZ page? Over.
I will certainly answer. Those are. They are on a particular mountain that is the second hottest RF radio mountain of all of North America. Over.
Oh, wow. So where are they? Over.
The mountain is named Mount Champlain, and it's just northwest of St. John, by about 100 kilometers away. That mountain is 1,462 feet above sea level. The highest tower up there is 500 feet. Second tower is 300 feet, and then there's a couple of 220 footers up there. Yeah, there is Mount Washington beats us on this one. Mount Washington, well, I should say used to. I'm not sure if that's still a stature. They used to be 8 million watts ERP. Up there is 2 million watts ERP. Over.
Well, that's a lot. That'll help microwave your dinner, maybe. I used to live in Woodstock many years ago. I was a broadcaster at CJCJ, and I remember one night coming back from Fredericton, I drove out to the CFNV transmitter site just to see how many of their harmonics I could get. Over.
Oh my gosh, we're talking with a 50,000 watt AM transmitter, and I worked on that one, but I also worked on CFBC in St. John, another 50,000 watt transmitter, and they were the old MW50 emitters. Over.
Oh, great. Okay, very good. Yeah, I know about transmitter sites and lots of RF. I used to work at HCJV in Ecuador, and they had at their transmitter site they had, I think it was 36 towers, and now I can't remember how many antenna systems they had. I was the frequency manager there for two or 3 years, and the highest power was 500,000 watts into this egg beater shaped directional antenna. But they usually ran it at only 250,000 because that gave just about the same signal on the other end. Over.
Yeah, QSL. I'll keep it short and smash it back to Randy. Well, the biggest transmitter site I've done is 1 million watts ERP. It took a few transmitters being combined and thrown into an antenna array. And boy, what a feeling if you don't be careful. Oh, I gotta tell you, it makes the hair raising. But it's been a lot of fun. See, Randy, I got a buddy out there. You didn't know this. I have a buddy out there. Back to you, Randy, VE1BAC.
Well, this is the perfect place to find them and to exchange stuff, and a lot of good people on board here. I tell you, Brian. Over.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's why I really enjoy amateur radio. I've been into, the wireless, if you want to call it, the wireless communications. I love it. It's just in my blood. Thanks for chatting with me about the broadcast down here out of Woodstock at CFNB, and certainly, hopefully, we will stay in connection. Randy, back to you, VE1BAC.
Very good. Okay. Last on the list, if he's still around, Roland, V9, Sierra Fox Juliet. Are you still with us?
I certainly am here, and I'm here till Wednesday. And I think Tuesday night will probably be the last night. Back in the big province of Ontario on Wednesday. They called me today, and they said, we need you back. So I got to make some good Ontario money. And then I'll be back sometime in June, and you might hear me. I don't know. I've got a 746 Pro in Ontario, and maybe I might be able to throw a wire up somewhere here and there, and you might be able to hear me. Anyway, appreciate you doing the net.
Oh, thank you so much. Good to hear you, and you always got a strong signal there. Yeah. Okay, well, have a good week back at work there, and we'll probably talk to you maybe next weekend. Okay, this is, I'm going to go for last call here because it's getting late. This is Victor Alpha 3 X-Ray Victor for the 3730. Anybody want to get in here? Do it now. Anybody anywhere? Come on.
Mike India.
IQL.
Okay, got IRV, Mike India, IQL. Was there one more?
Victor Echo 3, Hotel Whiskey Mike.
Okay, got Hotel Whiskey Mike, and I thought there was another one.
BC2UT.
Oh my God! KC2UT. Wow, was it now? Is there any more? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got you, Margaret. Sorry, I forgot to call you. Acknowledged I heard you. Is that it? QFM. Okay. Any more? Okay, finally. VA3IRV, you're number 26. Come aboard. Okay, I'll take her first. K1BZE, come on in, Margaret.
Your bike sounds much better without processor. And Randy, appreciate you get it. Keep it moving everything, but I really had some clouds today, high in the 20s, and we're going to get some sunshine tomorrow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'll have to break something up here because I got 32 in here tonight, and it's been a lot of talk, so we'll have to figure something out there with that. Okay, then. V3IRV, come on in.
I was in and out of the room and back and forth, and I thought, I got to wait it out. Anyway, nice to hear you. Glad you got your power back, and that's it for me.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, and maybe we'll get you in the morning there.
Yeah, be well.
Okay, V3 Mike India, come aboard.
V3WMI. Good evening, Randy, and all on net. Just chilling in the shack here after the contesting weekend. That was some fun. I never got involved in contests too much until last year with the worldwide contest, CQ Worldwide. It was a lot of fun. So I got involved in this one and made a few contacts and worked some new countries. It was good fun. And then I was kind of radioed out. I just shut it off and walked away. Went and had a shower, did some laundry, and then I came in and thought I'd give you a bean for the pod. So how you been, Randy?
Oh, I'm doing good. Sorry, I just got the Mike India. Sorry, Whiskey Mike India. Yeah, you're blasted in here, really strong. Doing good. No complaints. Tonight's mild. Sun tomorrow's gonna be nice and sunny, plus 13. Couldn't ask for better.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, very good. Well, it was nice. It's nice to see those warmer temperatures coming. Yesterday it was beautiful. I had all the doors and windows open in my camper while I was playing in the shack here. Good fun. But, I gave the solid state amplifier a workout for the contest. I took the tube amplifier out of line and put the ALS 600 in. So I was only running about 450, 500 watts for the contest, but it seemed to suffice for what I was doing. But thanks, Randy. I appreciate you bringing me in. I'm really enjoying the net. I've been listening along here for about a half hour or so, and definitely a good group in there tonight. Turn it back to you and let you carry on, my friend. VE3WMI.
Okay, thanks so much for checking in, and you're just blasting in here like almost 40 over. You have a great night, and hopefully we'll talk to you some other night here. V3IQL, Terry, come on in.
Good evening, V3IQL here. Good evening, Randy. Boy, you must be getting hoarse. What a net tonight. I've listened to quite a bit of it. I won't hold it, but just wanted to say hi. I'm sure I'll catch you through the week. V3IQL.
Okay, sounds good, Terry. We'll probably catch you on 40 here through the week. Thanks for checking in. V3HWM, come on in.
Good evening, Randy, and just a quick in and out, and hope you had a good net. I was watching some curling and didn't have the radio on, but just before I was going upstairs, I turned it on, and the net was still running. I couldn't believe it. So, anyways, take care. Hope you have a good night, and glad you got your power back on, and everything's working good. And I was surprised to see that other outage near you, so I don't know what the problem was, but it looks like all of Barry Bay, that town, is the town ECU was out for that same time you were out. That's hard to believe. Anyways, must have been a transformer or something major or something. Anyways, take care, and we'll talk tomorrow, maybe V3HWM.
What was interesting is I talked to my buddy there, Mike Yankee Echo, and he lives in Bears Bay, and in his area, he never had an outage at all. So it was just in certain pockets had hydro, and the majority didn't have it. So he was a lucky one.
Yeah, because the website, Hydro 1, showed over 5,000 people out.
Yeah, well, it's 5,800, I think, through the whole strip up through here. It had to have been more than that from the original, I think.
Yeah, well, that's a lot, and for a long time. I haven't seen an outage that long, like with no, and other than light rain. Light to medium rain, I guess, maybe in some areas, but nothing that you would think would trigger an outage like that. Anyways, take care. We'll talk soon. V3HWM.
Okay, thanks for checking in, Sean, and we'll get talking to you through the week here. KC2UT, Jerry, come on in.
Beautiful signal down here tonight, Randy. KC2UT, and just tuning in. Good signals. No static crashes, no DX contests. Just a good old-fashioned band tonight. Over.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, especially with the time change. Right now, it benefits us, I think. And everybody's sounding great here tonight. There's not one person I couldn't hear, and I'm right up there with 32 check-ins. I got to start. I didn't realize it was going to be like this long, but I got to start breaking halfway through and bringing more in because it's just getting way too long here, especially for two rounds. But anyway, sounding great, Jerry.
That's very good. I'll tell you real quick. I'm working on a treasure I found at my local thrift store. I have a double D-cell old-fashioned flashlight. This thing is in mint condition. It's an ever-ready Energizer, all-metal flashlight. It's got the little hook at the end there that you would wear on your belt, I guess. And it wasn't working. I put some good batteries in. It wasn't working. I used my X-Acto knife and scrape the right spot to play this thing right. You can hit somebody over the head with this thing and they won't like it, over.
Really?
Yeah, it throws a nice beam. It throws a nice beam of light here. I want to get your amp off. Yeah, it throws a nice beam of light, and it's perfect. This thing must be 25, 30 years old. It's in mint condition, over.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you have to post a picture of that for me.
George is on, and the price sticker is on it. You ready for this one? 0.99 cents.
Okay, that's weird.
99 cents. 99 cents. I mean, the batteries cost $3 to put in it, but it's just it's got a nice feel to it. I think I'll leave this in my car. It might come in useful sometime.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you never know. Okay, I'm going to carry on here. I got one more. So, hey, thanks for checking in, Jerry, and thanks for all the stuff you sent me there.
That's some nice DX. I didn't check it, but it's fun to get a copy of the guy that was QR having us the other night. That was funny. KC2UT, have a great evening.
7-3, okay, and V3QFM. Come on in, Dave.
I will hold it. Let's get a break. You get your voice back from V3QFM.
Well, yeah, actually been holding up pretty good. Didn't even have to have a drink of water here for the whole 2-hour session or whatever it was. So thanks for checking in. We'll probably catch you maybe through the week here coming up. Okay, that's it here for me. I'm going to shut the net down here. Thanks to everybody that checked in here with me. It was quite the net here, and everybody have a good night and a good week coming up here. Margaret will be here tomorrow night, so please check in with her. So the 3730 is officially shut down, and the frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is the A3XV, and this concludes my broadcast day 7-3.